Today, Ubisoft has released what they are calling a strategic update. Basically, this is a fairly brief post saying where they are at right now, financially, and where they are going to go moving forward. Now, unfortunately, this update does not just consist of them coming out and saying, hey, we're all good and no need to worry, business as usual, carry on. Yeah, no, it's kind of the opposite. I mean, they're obviously not going to just sound the alarm and declare that everybody scream and run around in circles. But if you obviously, read between the lines, it's definitely not good. But at the same time, it's kind of what they probably need to do right now to hopefully get back on a better track. So what they have said in this update is that essentially they have appointed leading advisors to go over their options going forward. And it is kind of funny because they don't say, for our fans or for gamers. They do say to extract the best value for stakeholders. Yeah, I did see some people kind of poking fun at that, but to be fair, this is probably a post that is just geared toward stakeholders, not necessarily fans. And at the end of the day, any company in their situation would address the stakeholders, way more than just the gamers. Yeah, because obviously for businesses, the stakeholders are way more important than the people that actually play the games. So yeah, it's kind of a lot of corporate talk. They say they want to, quote, enhance operational efficiency and maximize value creation, which is kind of vague, but they did give some specifics. So for example, they want to actually cut their overall costs in the next fiscal year by 200 million euros when comparing it to 3 years ago. So definitely quite a significant cost reduction. And then they also did acknowledge kind of some flops they've had recently. They talked about X-Defiant and Star Wars Outlaws. So they said that, yeah, X-Defiant closed and Star Wars Outlaws did not give them as much revenue as what they wanted. They talked about their net bookings. They said they had lower than expected holiday sales. And then they did talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows. They did actually announce that they are pushing it back again by 1 month, so now it is going to be released March 20th. And it does actually sound like they are kind of prepping everybody for probably some sort of buyout. So they talked more about these advisors. They said they're reviewing options. And then they said, quote, Ubisoft will inform the market in accordance with applicable regulations if and once a transaction materializes. Obviously, to me, it sounds like a buyout at this point is quite a strong possibility. Ubisoft is kind of signaling this here. They are not just outright saying that that is what they are going with, but it definitely seems like it's very much on the table. So yeah, unfortunately, it is not just all good things for Ubisoft right now as they start off the new year, but it's good that they are at least being transparent, at least with their stakeholders. I think 2025 will be a very interesting year, quite obviously, for Ubisoft because, well, they could actually get bought out. We'll have to wait and see if that is actually what happens. Ubisoft has definitely seen better days, but they are by no means down and out. They've got a lot of strong IPs, a lot of good studios internationally. They can come back, they just have to, obviously take the right steps. So it's good to see that they are being transparent about the steps they are trying to take.